Welcome to season 2 of the Story of Podcast. I'm your host, Kwam, and today you're going to hear the story of
Ben.
What
Benjamin.
up, BB?
BB, as you know, only my
Day
close,
ones.
come on, the day one, the A1 day ones.
Like yours truly. I mean, I don't really want to ask, but how are you today?
Well, after coming from the gym, which I just
I'm proud of you for going.
I feel a lot better. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I told you.
The day started out a little rough. Had some turbulence at work, and some other turbulence in life. But the gym is really like it will reset you every time.
Very much so.
If you go in there and you do what you need to do, it will reset you.
Very much so. I can definitely see how people, in general, but like also like former addicts. Not that he's one, you're not one, but how how former addicts like get addicted to something else, and sometimes it's the gym. I could see how though. It's a good like addiction, I guess.
It's like if once you have one addiction, that's it. You're just going through life trying to find another addiction.
To
take away from that one. So, and when you have an addictive personality like yours truly, you need all types of positive, good, good addictions.
For sure. Before we get too deep into anything, everything. I just want to remind you guys that you should definitely be subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you like this video. We're not even done, but still like the video because you're gonna like it. Subscribe, and subscribe to the Patreon. That is the subscription-based platform that you can be a part of, like a intimate community where I'll post videos, mainly my own story of videos, but as of recent, I'm gonna have some like other interviews on there too, so you'll just have more content from me. Now, let's get into the things.
All right, let's dive in.
So tell myself and the people like where you grew up, how you grew up. Did you grow up with like both your parents? Were you an only child? Like, just lay the foundation.
Well, I was born in Hartford, Connecticut. I haven't really lived anywhere else my whole life. Lived with both my mom and my dad. You know, they youngsters who had me 19, so you can imagine how, like, especially in this day and age, you can imagine how two youngsters raising a kid is.
Yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, I had a good childhood.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, I did everything that a kid does. Like, I watched my cartoons. We went on the family vacations. We did the stuff. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. My grandmother is a Southern woman from South Carolina. Yeah, South Carolina. North Carolina. I'm sorry, Grammy. I'm sorry. I know she's not watching because she passed away, but I'm still sorry.
R.I.P. to her.
Yeah, R.I.P. to her for sure.
Pouring out for the homies.
Come on. Yeah, Southern lady from North Carolina. I spent a lot of time with her. Like, I grew up in the church. And not like the church where like she grew up in, because when she passed away, we went down to North Carolina where the church where she grew up in. And that's a church right there. Like, that is, you know, the tambourines is going, the fans is waving, the handkerchiefs is being used. Like, that's a church.
Yeah.
The church I went to here in Connecticut was, how do I put this? A little bit less melanated. Plenty melanated for
was it
where
still,
it is.
well, what religion church did you go to?
Pentecostal. She's, Christian.
I was gonna say, what's that? I don't know a lot of religion stuff, but okay.
I only knew it because it was on the sign.
Yeah.
So I didn't, But
is it just me, or do you feel like like all these churches have the same names? Like they like just these long names with the same words.
Newborn Church of God was my grandmother's church. And that, I think I've seen that on a sign on different churches in different states. Probably
Right?
at least two in every place I've ever been.
Yeah, literally.
Newborn Church of God. No, I can't think of another one, but still.
Yeah, yeah.
They love that newborn. You know, they very low creativity in
the church
in
name
the church
game.
Yeah. Like there's a very small list of things we can call this church.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but the church, I love the church. Not that I was paying attention to God for it, when I was just, you know, that's where my other friends who weren't at school were. So
yeah,
that's where we going on Sundays, and I'm spending the whole day there.
Yeah, and that was in North Carolina.
No, that is
was here.
That
okay,
is here.
Okay.
I didn't go to that church until she passed.
Oh, got you.
And then we stayed. We had a whole service, and then a regular church service, and then I don't know what they call it at the end, so I'm not gonna try it. But yeah, basically about 3 services on one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I grew up in the church, and then around there. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm skipping.
It's fine.
For your viewers, I am scatterbrained. I have a very bad case of it. So.
Like in life or like current day?
In life.
I mean, that's fine.
Like.
I feel like that's the good thing with podcasts. It makes them interesting because like there's just so much to talk about, and like most people from my reviews, people say they like to like turn it on while they're like doing their daughter's hair, while they're getting ready for work. So like, I feel like just keep them coming.
I was watching you on the way here. I was watching.
I love that. That's why I honestly need to get on like podcast platforms so people can like really listen when they drive, because that's when I do my most.
Yeah, it was YouTube and but it's okay.
I be dragging my feet, but
it's alright. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're here. We're doing the thing. Where was that? Yeah.
The church vibe.
But why I say the church, but I feel like I'm skipping like the first. We lived in East Hartford, and you know how when you're a kid, your parents are kind of just looking for people to pass you on to. So I spent a lot of time with both my grandmothers, my mom's mom and my dad's mom. And my mom's mom was very maternal, like very, very much like how moms usually are, but like she's wanted to do everything to the point where it's like, please stop doing things, stop helping me. Let me do this. But in my dad's mom, not the same way. She was a little bit I would say tired. I would say she's just tired of dealing of everything.
Was she older?
For sure. I remember her 50th birthday, and I think I'll say I was about 6. So, give or take whatever that is. Yeah, she was very much just sick of raising people. That's the read as an adult that I get on it. When I think she was just sick of raising, because she had my dad and my dad, and I think she had 3. I feel like I might be missing someone. No, she had 2 children, and then kind of basically taking care of her husband, which was a whole nother.
Was he like ill?
So we're talking about the 70s here. So he was into big drugs, like real hard drugs. So
he likes to party.
He's like a real, he really likes to party. Man. No, he liked to go in the bathroom and strap a belt. So that was his drug of choice. I mean, back in the 70s. What really?
It was a wild time.
It was a wild time. So, fast forward, that kind of affected my dad, and it affected definitely my grandmother. So when we go over there, she's yelling, close my goddamn door, Sorry.
Yeah, do what you want.
All right. Close my door. You apple head. That's just joking. But like, there were many times where and maybe I was just a sensitive little child. But like, there were many times where she'd say something. I'm like, Grandma, why are you coming at me like this? I thought I don't know what I did. Like I'm just a wee lad. I thought we came over here for just some regular
fun, like
grandma grandson time. No, I do that with my other grandmother. What's going on?
Right.
So that was that, and I think it was good because of the fact that my mom's mom was
the opposite.
Yeah, so like I know that might just be you.
Yeah.
And that was a very valuable lesson to learn early, to just be like, some people are really just, because like when you're a kid or when you're younger, you just kind of you kind of judge people off basically just what they do. Like, people are their actions. Like, oh, you did this, so you yelled, so you're a yeller. You're angry, so you're angry all the time. But I feel like as a kid, I just knew that Grandma, she's a little different. She's going through it. I can look around, see there's a lot going around, so I get it. I think that was important.
Yeah.
But I spent time with her a little bit and my cousins. Our family is close, very close now, and we always have been. Like,
that's refreshing to hear.
Because I agree, because there are a lot of people who don't have that story, and I feel terrible for them, because like having cousins over and Thanksgiving is amazing every year. Well, not amazing, but like
filled.
Full.
Yeah, full. Like everybody, you know.
Like just everybody's here. I know everybody. Okay, scatterbrain moment. I am a deadbeat cousin.
I feel like most cousins are.
Like my immediate cousins, like the ones we was running with all the time. Of course, those is my lifelong. Those are my dogs. But there are a lot of cousins that I saw every other Thanksgiving, every 2 Thanksgivings. To this day, I don't know their names.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, like, and I'll see them, and I know that's my cousin. I know for sure. Like,
you're like, hey.
Like, I know, like, you have my face. Like, I know you're my family, but I can't remember your name. And I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But that doesn't mean that we're not close. Like,
yeah.
Like,
well,
we're all still.
Yeah, I guess it. I was gonna say. I mean, who am I to judge?
No, you're not. No, because like it is so big, and like we go to the family reunions. Well, we used to. You know, don't get me started on that. We used to go to family reunions all the time, and these cousins and this cousin. Oh, I remember you, and I ain't seen you since you was here.
Yeah.
And then they come up, and I have no idea what they are. I think, that just might be me being scatterbrained even as a jit, but.
I mean, I feel like though that's family reunion status. I feel like that's normal. Like I just went to. Well, were your reunions or are they in North Carolina?
They be all over the place.
Oh, okay, so y'all like kind of pop around. It's not like always one.
It was in Atlanta one year, then it was in Virginia another year, and then North Carolina mostly. And since probably like 2012, they've just fallen off. We haven't been to one.
Gotcha.
Since like 20.
But have they still had them?
They'll have them here and there, and okay, so I guess you got me started on it. My parents, well, not my parents, my mom, and like, you know, like when you have in the family, there's the planners.
Yeah.
Like the ones who obviously are in the know and who's gonna let everybody else know.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. They just stopped doing that. They stopped caring once we got like over 18, really. They just stopped telling us when stuff is about to happen, or if they do say it, they'll be like, "Hey, this on August 21st. Just be there." and then they'll say that in like February, and then that was it.
No, like follow up or anything.
Don't follow up, don't do nothing, and then they go
Mm.
come August, and
Mhm.
it's like, well, I mean, just a little bit of planning and
Yeah.
involvement would have been.
Could go far.
Would have been great.
So, question: did you guys ever have for your family reunion like the shirts?
Yes, we have the shirts. I think I have 2 shirts still. Those are like my prize, but like I love those.
Like
so
you really,
much.
yeah.
Like that's especially because we just don't do it enough. You know,
Yeah.
I love a family reunion.
Yeah.
The vibe, just
Yeah.
everyone's here. It's a beautiful day. We out here running around, doing this, doing that. Oh yeah, one year I was in Cape Cod.
Oh, cute.
That was my other place.
Cute. Yeah, so I've only ever been to 2 family reunions in
Mhm.
my whole life,
Where
and
were they?
they're always in Virginia, in the same place.
Virginia is a great place for family reunions.
I mean, I guess if you're black and your family's from down there or whatever, but all my like family lives there, and I high key. So the first one I went to, I was like in middle school years, and that's when we got the shirt. This year I actually returned, right?
This year, this past year.
This July.
Oh, okay.
Eye opening. First of all, there was no shirts. There was no silverware. So, like, they eventually got silverware, but like I left by that time because I didn't even want to be there for real. Like, and it wasn't. I did drive all the way there for that, so I wanted to be there initially.
You yourself drove from.
Yeah,
To.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like driving. It's fine.
That it is fun.
But my grandpa, I don't think he's ever gonna watch this, but who knows? But I learned, is like, he's always been bossy and rude, to be quite frank. But I realized this year that like, one, we always have the reunion there because he was in the service, so I guess he can probably like rent that space for free. So that's why it's there, but it's in the middle of nowhere. No one else really wants to be there either, like at that location. Like, and I realized that this year they were just like, oh yeah, we're always coming to this country bumpkin place, da da da. And it's like, it's because George wants to have it here. George this, George that. And I'm just like, George. So yeah, I just realized it's just not. Like, I wish that we had more choice in like traveling to do it, and like I would even be a part of, like, but I don't really know all my family like that, like, so that's why I don't think it's uncommon to not know everybody's name for real. But I don't know, I wish I could like just conduct it because it would be very cute, very like very demure, everything matching, like a good vibe. We have shirts again, because I didn't get no shirt this year. You know what I got? You wanna know what I got?
You didn't get a shirt, but you got something. What'd you get?
You know when you go to like a free you know when you go to like a free public event thing, like a back to school drive, right, at Keene Park, and they give you the little no, worse, I would have liked the pen, I love pens, the little drawstring backpack
with stuff in it, right?
No, and it was like they got it from one of those events because there was nothing to it. It was like that color that you wear in the dark. You know, that like the neon.
But more reflective. That's what it is.
It was that, but no logo, no nothing, no last name on, like nothing.
This is just a bag.
And I feel like only like 6 people got
it. Because 6 people took it home, like actually grabbed it. I'm like, I guess. Like,
so.
No memorabilia from the
nothing. No decoration. The freaking aux was like going in and out. It was such a waste of time. So I was literally there for like an hour. Well, first of all, we went to Virginia the day before. Terrible experience because of George. And then we were at the reunion the next day for like an hour maybe. And then we were like, all right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna head out.
Head out.
Especially when they said, oh, we don't have silverware, somebody's about to go get it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I'm hungry now. Like, why would this...
Food, no silverware. Okay, no, I mean...
and no shirts. Like,
you know, and it's crazy because something like that
will piss you off.
No, I'm gonna say something like that is memorable. Like something like that, like that's something that you could tell to someone else, and like that's hilarious. Like you just gave me a laugh. Like that served its purpose. Honestly, I think you could still get something from it. I think that's just the beauty of family reunions because everybody got together and rolled their eyes because like we here again. Where is the shirts? Like,
where are the shirts?
Like everybody still came together and good time or bad time, it still was a time and we remember it. I think that's just so
I could have went without that 24 hours in Virginia because it was the drive too. I drove all the way here for no shirts.
To not leave with a shirt. Like
to leave with a reflection bag.
No name. Like
that I literally could have got any back to school drive with stuff in it, a pen in it.
Like they could have put the name on a bunch of lighters or something. Like they could have gave y'all.
It was very underprepared, I feel like, and I was feeling really bougie because I'm like, this is so ghetto. Like, what happened? Like, if y'all weren't ready, just say that. Like, we could have just did this next year. Like,
I feel that so hard when you're just. When you feel like you're being bougie, but you really are just like, all right, come on. I just know what we're supposed to be doing.
Like, so no silverware. Like, that just... And I didn't mean, like, real silver. Like, I just took the plastic for it, but that wasn't there.
Something, like, no thought.
There was... So, anyway, I feel like we spent enough time on family reunions.
Very important. Very important.
Okay, so you feel like you grew up and had, like, a good childhood, which is great. Do you have siblings?
I do. I have a brother and a sister.
You have a sister?
I do.
I didn't know that. Is she older than you?
Yeah, she is. Kiara Thomas.
The light skin one?
Yeah.
That's your sister?
That is my sister.
I had no idea. Okay.
That happens.
So you're the middle child?
That I am.
Do you have, like, middle child syndrome?
I maybe do, but I think I don't. And I'm not going to say that I don't know what it is, but let's talk about what middle child syndrome really is.
Well, okay. I don't fully know. I just know I've heard it before.
Right.
I know J. Cole made a song named it, right?
So if we're going to put our heads together, I think middle child syndrome would kind of be...
I'll be asking about something I don't know about.
I didn't want to comment on it and I didn't know about it. I was like, I'm just going to say no. No, I don't think I have.
I feel like it's like you kind of feeling, not you, but the middle child, whoever it is, feeling like a little misunderstood or left out because like the oldest one is supposed to be the responsible one. The younger one, do whatever you want because you have all these older children before you. And the middle one is just kind of like there.
Middle child syndrome. I've got it.
Yeah?
Yeah. That would be me. I definitely feel not as much, but I can see where that could apply to me. Because yeah, my older sister, she's responsible. She's as women are. Women tend to be more responsible than men. But yeah, responsible, did everything that she had to do, and you got my little brother who is definitely, I think, a better version of me. That is my dog. Like we used to watch wrestling all the time. We used to do everything together for real. Like not just because I was watching him, but just because like.
That was your homie.
That was my homie.
Yeah.
He was also interested in too.
Yeah.
And like that is still there today when we get together and we talk about really anything. It's just like I'm feeling that like, yo, this is my getting older, I am so emotional. Like when I'm just talking to my brother, I'm like, you're my brother, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you are like I used to suplex you off the top bunk of the bed for no reason. Just
literally.
So and now he's just 20. He just turned 21. We got him. We took him to the bar for the first time. Got him his probably wasn't his first drink,
right?
because of the fact that he handled the drinks that we had. No problem.
That's
like,
a telltale.
He's just like, oh, I'm so drunk. You guys really got me for my birthday. No, he's hilarious. That's the other thing. Like, in any way that I might think I'm a little funny, that kid right there is. I think we should actually start a podcast together, but that's something that me and him are gonna talk about off camera.
Yeah.
Me, yeah. He's a better version of me. Also, more responsible. He had like the freedom to choose whatever just because of the younger thing. Like, he got all these kids, and he's like, you know what? Let me be responsible. Let me save my money. I brag about the fact that he was able to actually save up money to buy a car at 18. Like, me at 18?
Yeah. Me at 18?
I had no bills. And I thought that I had no bills. I wasn't saving a dime. Just having money was enough. So, yeah, I think I do have middle child syndrome, but I'm okay because I'm moving on. I'm moving towards breaking some of that, like, where it's just like, oh, I feel like I'm just there, but I feel like I'm working towards just breaking that, having a name for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my little thing. Got cousins who are basically brothers though. Like, literally, you are my flesh and blood. Yeah, family. That's kind of my whole life. I've really just been around my family. Like, I don't really have a lot of friends. I have one friend. Like, that's a lie. Sorry, guys.
You know, people be in their
that's
feelings.
That's a lie. I've got a couple of friends, but like one friend that I've had for over. I'm old. I was gonna say 10 years, but like, I have some 10-year friends. Okay, all right. Well, anyway. Yeah, there are a handful of friends, a small circle of people that I can call a friend. And I think that's also because of me. My deadbeat cousinness bleeds into my friendships as well. Like, I am terrible at like checking on people. Like, that's not something that. And when people check on me, I appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Because why would you do that for someone who never checks on you? You know?
Yeah, but I think that's the thing about, like, I don't know, caring about someone. You don't really want anything in return. You just want to, like, okay, because I feel like I have one friend who, I'm not going to give any details about who it is, but she, like, checks on me, but then it seems like she's kind of checking on me with animosity because I don't be checking on her that often. And it's like, I would rather you just not even check on me because you're trying to make me guilt trip me because I don't be checking on you with you checking on me. So it's just like,
Come on.
Yeah, I don't really love that. So I feel like when they're genuinely checking on you, like, that's it. They just want to know how you're doing. Maybe they were thinking of you, and like, they don't need anything in return. That's when it's genuine.
Yeah, and that's not to say that I don't care about anybody, because I care.
Yeah, you just be having like a lot on your plate, like, and you just, I don't know, you're a little forgetful. So I feel like
forgetful, wrapped up in my own head. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm just in the same way that I care. I just am able to. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on why that is, because I do care about people, and like I got a cousin, one of my cousins. He checks on me like bi-weekly. Like I'll get like if a couple of weeks will go by, he'll hit me with, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How you feeling?"
I wish I was one of those people to certain people, but it's a lot. Like I would literally have to put it in my calendar.
And then it's like I don't remember things for myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like so many things that will me checking in on me fall by the wayside. So it's like there's no room for you almost.
Yeah.
And that's terrible to say.
I mean, it's just real.
It's just reality.
Yeah.
I need to get right up there first.
It's 2024. Like, no, I just love saying the year when I say that. Like, who has time to remember to check on everybody? You know, it's a lot.
Yeah, but definitely check on the people who check on you. That's the one thing I'll say as someone who doesn't check on people. Check on people who check on you.
Yes, I love that. So, okay, what do you consider like? Because you said you have some 10-year friendships. So, thinking of those people, and maybe some people who aren't that close of friends to you anymore, what are like some qualities that you consider like that would make up a good friend?
A good friend. Me personally, I don't ask too much from my friends, you know? I want my friends to just be my friends. Like, I feel like and it's gonna sound a little, I just don't want it to sound anyway, but like.
I mean, it is what it is, like.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for friends. I just look for people who understand me, and I think that's really it. Like if you can get what I'm me and like at my core, and you see who I am, and think that that's somebody that you can mess with. Cool. Me personally, if I like talking to you or speaking with you or hanging with you, that's really how I treat that friendship. We kick it, we speak, we joke. But personally, I'll just say if you're not funny, you can't be my friend.
Period. Like, stand on that.
If I'm always making you laugh and you're not making me laugh ever, that's no good.
I mean, I feel that.
I
knew there was something you were beating around the bush about. But I also, I also like though your answer, because as you're explaining it, I'm like, that's how men and women are so different. Like, it's so simple with men. It's just like, understand me and make me laugh too. Like, and girls would be like, wow, like all these qualifications, and guys are just like, it's very simple.
If you like sports, we are friends.
Well, that's most guys. So.
That's this guy right here. Like, if you can talk about basketball, football, even baseball, whatever, we could have a talk about, or we could go play something or whatever. We're friends for life. Like,
bestie.
We're best friends. You're gonna be at my wedding because like you do everything that I do. You laugh, you play sports. So
so simple.
So simple.
I love that.
Those are my friends. Yeah, those are my friends.
Okay, bet. So growing up, do you remember what you wanted to be like when you were a young child?
As an avid TV watcher, like I love me some TV, and we are getting away from TV. We are not watching TV anymore, man.
Why?
No, I'm talking about as a society.
The society, yeah.
I feel like we're not. And TV's changing, the industry is changing, but I feel like we're not watching TV anymore. And when I was a kid, I wanted to be, because I would watch wrestling or sports or the news or whatever.
You watched the news as a kid? You watched the news as a kid?
Tangentially, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm walking through the room, but they said something about they said something about the war.
Gas prices increasing.
Whoa. What? Turn this up, man. No. News and stuff like that. I wanted to be a TV personality, not like Ryan Seacrest or something. Like I'm hosting everything. But like I wanted to be. Oh, okay. There's a specific person. Bob Costas. He's
I heard of him.
He's one of those names.
Yeah.
That's one of those names. He would like on the Sunday night football game back in the day, before it would start, he would read a whole like not a poem, but basically a poem, just highlighting the stories of the day or what's gonna happen in the game or what happened in the day. And I just thought that was just a beautiful existence where you watch games and then you come
Talk
on TV
about it
to tell people about the games that they watched. Like, I thought that was.
Wait, could you mute your phone?
I apologize.
It's okay.
I
like that though, and I feel like you could do that. Like, even if you did it with your brother, because you said you guys both like to watch that stuff. Yeah, like, people do it all the time. Like, I mean, I don't watch sports, honestly speaking. But, like, I don't know what. Maybe it's like the Super Bowl. Like, there's like some big thing that happens, and then there's things immediately after where there's like the guys on the panel talking about everything we just saw. Or maybe that's in other games too, I don't know. But like, that's essentially doing what you're talking about. And I feel like if you could do it on a more casual scale, like make it some funny commentary type thing, like in a setting like this, or even like in your house, because that's very like guy vibes, you know? Yeah.
That would be
that would be a vibe. You could roll up while you do it.
Ooh, come on now. You know I like a good fruit. Fruit too. Fruit roll-ups. Anyways, there are a lot of those.
Yeah.
There are a ton of sports podcasts. So,
are there?
Yeah. But that's not saying that I couldn't have a good one.
Yeah, you gotta have a niche to make it
to make it pop, for sure. But yeah, that's what I always wanted to be. But honestly, I didn't mind the suit and tie, the professional of it all. Like, I didn't mind that because that just felt like how life is supposed to happen when you get older. Like, you get older and you don't got no more sweatpants no more. You only have suits and some blue jeans. Like, I thought that's how life worked. You get older, you only wear suits, and then you speak to people in this voice, and you know, I just thought that's how it happened.
I'm happy it's not like that.
It's real. That's definitely how it used to be. Like back in the 60s, 70s. Like everybody just talked like this. I don't know. It was crazy. Like,
have you ever thought of doing like voiceovers?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I can do a good Obama.
No, but deadass. So one of the podcasters that I listen to, another side job she has is doing voices for things, and it's through an app or something. Like, you just find gigs through it. Yeah, I gotta figure it out, and I'm gonna send it to you. But that's what she's been doing for years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's something. Because
she can do a lot of voices too. Like, she's very animated, like yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna find that for you.
Please do. Yeah, I like that. I've thought about voice work. I see like clips in movies where people are like showing like behind the scenes of the voice work. People in their house just recording themselves, just being mad crazy, mad.
Yeah.
I'm like, that could be me. I could do something like that.
It looks like fun.
Yeah, that looks like fun. Like, I could do something like that, but.
See, I like being alive nowadays because we have so much like options to like do something within like our realm of specialty. Like, you know, like there's so many opportunities to like capitalize off of things that you're naturally good at. And I love that for us.
And that's my problem. I haven't done anything. I haven't really taken the time to like figure out what I am naturally good at.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've just been working jobs. You don't even. Me personally, I can't even bring myself to care about what I'm actually good at. I just need to pay these bills.
Right.
But more and more, I find myself just like wanting to just dive in somehow.
As you should.
Even though dive in without the inspiration, and that's like maybe you should do that just to get it done. But I feel like you shouldn't do that because then you're just gonna.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely time in your life to like lean into like your creative side. Like you still definitely could do the 9 to 5 thing because like we needed to survive.
Mm-hmm.
But simultaneously, like, I don't know, just like see what piques your interest and like see some shit you could do from your house type of thing. Like there's so many opportunities. So many.
Definitely.
And sometimes you do have to just jump in. I feel like maybe once you do have like the passion for like, okay, this is what I want. I don't know how I'm gonna really do it, but then just jump in like I did with this. Like, just.
And I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been thinking about podcasting for a while. And my problem is I'm a little easily deterred.
Mm-hmm.
Once I see an obstacle, I'm like, that may be a bigger obstacle than I even can see right now. Like I'm like, And also, as a kid, I feel like I never really had like a creative, aspect. Like I couldn't. Well, I would say the traditional creativity wise, like I couldn't draw. I wasn't like a singer. Music, no. Like all the arts, I can appreciate them. Like somebody draws something, oh my God, that's beautiful. Somebody makes a beautiful song. I can hear every little bit of it. All of that, like I can appreciate arts, but I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm more of a consumer to the art.
Which is fine because this world also needs like.
It needs consumers.
Yes, to make the world go round. But I don't know. I feel like there's way more than just like those simple, basic things that are like
for sure. And that's why I was saying like the traditional, like growing up as a kid, like I felt like I wasn't creative because I wasn't creating.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone. Well, if you're creative, then you're creating, and I feel like, if so facto, I'm not creating, so I'm not creative. So, and I never really took the time to like put my nose down and just be like, well, let me just create something. Let me try to just create something. I just felt like I was someone who would I didn't have that touch. But now as I'm getting older, I realize that like, no one has the touch. You develop the touch. You don't, and even if you have the touch, you don't even know that you have it until you develop it better.
So you like just lean into it type thing. Yeah. Definitely.
So.
Well, I'm glad you had that realization.
Yeah.
Because you can get further with that mindset than just thinking of the things you don't possess. Because there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't possess. Like even people who have whatever their thing is, they don't have other things, but if they focus on the thing they don't have, they wouldn't be as great as they are with the thing they do have.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So I just need to pick something, and that's another thing about today. There's so many, like it's good and the bad. It's good and the bad. Like there's so many options, but there's so many options. You can do anything, and there's definitely more good than bad about it, because like you start something, it's not for you, you drop it, you pick something else up. And I think my thing, and knowing myself, I feel like once I pick something, I feel like I will run it into the ground, like even if it ain't for me, I'll be like, nah, it might be for me though. and I don't want to get stuck doing something that's not for me.
But
I feel
like though that can't even be a possibility if, like, okay, I feel like there's no such thing, because if you do it enough, okay, perfect example. Remember you used to say that all the time?
And it was not a perfect example. I go on to say something that's
like perfect example all the time. I remember that. But no, perfect example for real.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, Kylie Jenner, right?
Okay.
I just saw her stuff in the store the other day. But like when she first came out with like her lip stuff, everybody was like, "Oh, but she got fake lips. Like, how is she promoting this lip stuff with the fake lips?" But she just tunnel vision, kept making all her lip stuff. Now she has a lot of stuff, like a lot of whole makeup and skincare and all this stuff. And it's like a lot of people told her, and maybe she even thought, this isn't for me, but like this is what I like. So y'all about to like it or not? And the people love it. So I feel like no matter what, as long as you feel like, no, I really like this, I'm passionate about this, I'm gonna keep going, like it will be for you, because like people will resonate with it. And I promise you, I feel like anything that you do, like with like either using your voice or using like your personality, people will resonate with, because you're not boring, like, so yeah.
I'm pretty boring.
I feel like you're pretty like normal. You're not like.
Thank you. No, like that was a legitimate thank you. Like,
you're not like crazy or like out there, like extremely quirky, but like that's relatable.
I quirk sometimes, but
it's relatable though.
Thank you.
Like you're not relatable. That's what needs. That's what things need to have to be able to.
That's a big one. Definitely relatability is. Like it's everything. It's if someone like no one's gonna watch it if they don't feel it. No one's gonna stay on their phone. The algorithm the algorithm knows all. Like as soon as you're there or you stopping, like it knows. So that'll catch. Where was Scatterbrain? I forgot where I was going with that. But
It's fine.
Anyways.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about your 20s, because you're almost done with your 20s. How does that feel?
Feels great. I have wasted my 20s. If I'm gonna be honest with everybody, all your listeners,
all my 20 listeners, no.
Hey, I'm talking to 20 people right now. Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, I wasted my 20s. I found marijuana at the ripe young age of 19, and ever since then I've been how we talked about addictive personalities. That's
your jazz.
That's my yep. So I've spent really 10 good years working, smoking, working so I can smoke, smoking so I can go to work. It very cyclical. Like making sure like everything that I can do everywhere I'm going, I can.
They got weed there. I mean, I feel that though, because although I am a 2-month clean, sober person, I think it was like a little less than 10 years for me. But I was the same way. Like I didn't even like to go on vacations because I'm like, where I'm a cop from? Like
quick cruise. I don't want to go on a cruise because they talking about we looking through your bags, this and that. Like no weed. No, I'm not going.
I'm not going. Literally, like so I can totally relate to that. Like
that. It's definitely not my favorite thing about myself, but also I think it was necessary is not the right word, but it's proved to be useful in some type of way, because I don't think I would have gotten the same enlightenment, which is I feel like I'm not
You're not finding those words
I'm
you
not
need.
I'm not finding the words right now. It's definitely not a good thing. I wasted time. I didn't do the things that I wanted to do. I didn't apply for jobs. I didn't finish school. I did nothing that I was really supposed to. I slacked off my entire 20s.
So what are you looking forward to for your 30s?
Having something to focus on. I haven't had anything to put my focus on. Like, even myself, I put my focus on relationships. That's what this last 10 years have been. Is just focusing on things that feel good. Just feel good. That's all. That's what my 20s have been about. It was just feeding feeding my the happy center in my brain. Just like whatever I can to not deal with what I need to be dealing with. And Lord knows that there was tons of things that I needed to be dealing with when I needed to be dealing with them, and I let it fall by the wayside. Dealt with it months later than it needed to be dealt with, so it was bigger of a problem.
We've all been there, especially in our 20s.
And I contributed straight to the weed because
It makes you not care.
Can we get to this part where we smoke?
Yeah.
Are we?
So do you feel like that's gonna change for the next decade of your life? Do you want it to change for the next decade?
Do I want it to change? Desperately. Desperately want it to change. Do I see myself never smoking again? That's not realistic. I need to take more breaks. I took a very lengthy break this year. I took a week break. That
okay.
10 years. This year was the first time that I intentionally went without smoking for more than 2 days.
And was it your choice, or was it for a job or something?
It was my choice for a job. They weren't gonna drug test me, but I was trying to be just clear.
Yeah.
Just mindful.
Yeah.
Demure. I was can't say mindful when I was there. I was trying to perform at optimal levels.
I feel that.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen for that. But like I said, 10 years before that of just straight every day, wake and bake, before bed, before meals, after meals.
Yeah. Definitely is nice before a meal and after.
You can't even really tell which one is better. Before the meal,
it's ooh, it's getting me hungry.
I'm starving.
And then after, it's oh, that was so nice. I'm relaxed.
Yeah. Don't get me.
I do miss the times.
I love that weekend. I'm about to start. Surrounding my neck, but if I had to pinpoint or nail down how I want the next 10 years to go, I just need to stop caring about what I want. Because what I want has not led me in the right path. I need to worry about what I need.
That's a word.
And also it's finding what I need, because I feel like the things that you think that you need aren't the things. They end up aligning with just your wants.
I feel though, if you really silence out the noise, you definitely know what you need. Or even if you don't know completely, you know when something is just a want. And it's
Do I need this?
I don't really need that. You know? So you got this. I have a lot of faith in you.
These last, I'd say 2 years, I've been making strides to just break out of that not caring, aloof, even strides that I'm not trying to make. I care now. I care. I care about things that I don't want to care about. Care about things that I've never cared about. I care now. So it's I see myself, I can look back and see myself not caring, and I'm like, what were you doing? You know, what you need to. Yeah, I think that's just my biggest focus is caring about things that I need for me to set up the next 10 years and then set up the next 10 years after. And that's also, before we run out of time, that's kind of something that
I love that you're mindful of the time. Very demure. Love it for me. Because some people, oh my God, I'd be like,
no,
so.
I'm gonna make it quick.
No, but do you think?
Okay. As a kid, you asked earlier what I wanted to be, and quick top 5: wrestler, football player, a CEO of some sort. I just wanted to be in charge.
In the suit.
Like I know, damn. Come on.
What is the suit?
Suits really resonated with me. Nah, in a peacoat over the suit. The suit, and then you got the peacoat that go all the way down to.
And then you walking through New York with your win.
Come on,
I feel you.
I saw it.
I love a good New York vibe.
Come on, I saw it. Anyways, when I was a kid, I never really saw much for myself. Even wanting that, like literally in the same breath, I wanted it, but I didn't see it for myself. Because not only, I think you could start by the just lack of representation. I think it starts there, but then it trickles down to just like, do I have that? Can I be, or like, and then that kind of seeps in. So it's like, I think that bled into other things, or just a lot of other aspects of my life where it's just like, I don't see it for myself. I didn't see owning a house. People think about their house that they're gonna live in. I didn't think about that. And not because like I was sure it was gonna happen. I just like that's for down the road. Like why would I worry about that right now? I'm a kid. Like I knew I was a kid. Why would I worry about that?
No, I feel that.
But looking back, I'm like, why didn't I have an idea? Why didn't I have a want? Like I didn't want to live in some big mansion. Like I know I didn't want that. That was the extent of what I knew. Like I didn't want much. And I think that is good and a quality that I've kept, because like it keeps my expectations low. I don't expect much.
You're a simple man.
So what I get, I cherish.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I think that kind of goes back to my childhood, because, like I said, we did a lot, but like I didn't. It's gonna sound like whatever, but I didn't get a lot. It's not like I had the best Christmas or the best toys or the best Jordans. I didn't have. Now I had my little FUBU. I had my Sean John now. I had my, they kept.
Shout out Diddy. No, okay.
I didn't have Sean John. I did.
Yes,
I had
you
no
did.
Sean
No,
John.
okay.
Yeah, no, I did have Sean. Yeah, I had they did what they needed.
I think I'm gonna get my podcast canceled after shouting him out.
No, Sean John, we're not affiliated with Sean Combs or any of the stuff.
I was about to do the dance that's what you're doing, but I gotta stop.
We can't.
I gotta stop.
We can't do the dance.
I played too much.
No. We had a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. No, that's wrong. We had things. It wasn't everything, but we were well off. So I kind of was a little spoiled and kind of ended up thinking that like things would just happen.
Yeah.
Things would just get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Because that's
sadly I kind of had that same mindset, and here I am.
Doing a podcast with me.
So okay, we definitely have to do a part 2.
That's fine.
I feel like that's one of my top 2 most said lines, but it's true, because I do want to do a part 2 with you a few months away when you're in a different space, and when I can pay for more studio time. So until then, Tell the biddies where to follow you because he's single, guys. I can't say if he's ready to mingle yet, but just slide in his DM. He's not gonna turn you down.
No.
What's your
Like I said, low expectations.
What is your at name and all that good stuff?
At name on Instagram is Andrade 3 stacks. Andrade, if you're trying to spell it. That's the tradition.
Could you spell it?
ANDRADE. 3 stacks. Like
the number 3 though, right?
Yeah, the number 3 stacks.
The word. Boom.
The word.
Do you want them?
I don't shout myself out like that because.
I mean, most people don't, so I'm getting better at it. Do you want them to follow you anywhere else?
Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, he be heavy on the Twitter, y'all.
Very heavy on the X.
Shout
never
out
say
Elon.
that again. Yeah, I'll never say that again. That's the first time, last time. Heavy on Twitter. Andre, same spelling, 3K. I'm Andre 3000. That's fun fact. His name is his last name is Benjamin. Andre Benjamin.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
That is a fun fact.
Benjamin Andre.
Cute.
Andre Benjamin Andre. That's how I came up with that.
And as for the pod, follow us on Instagram only at TSO Pod. Also subscribe to the channel. You're already watching this, so just go to the page, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. Yeah. And until next time, you guys.
Later.
Bye.